Talking this and that, but it's real fact. It's off the top, man. I'ma go hard, you already know. Check.
Yo, peace, blessings, and love, man. You already know this is Divg Llc podcast, Shamarko and Dad show. We busy,
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so we back. Next episode, man. Tell us what we're gonna start off with.
Oh man, it's so many hot topics. The first thing, like too hot. Matter of fact, so hot. Somebody the shooter with the shooter. You know, that's
shooter with the shooter.
Hey man, I think Shaq said he the best shooter of all time. I think we talking about that man Shamarko. They say that boy don't miss. They say he hot. He's so hot. Don't touch him.
No.
They say he can't go in the grocery store.
Oh.
They said egg touch him and scramble right away with fried egg, man.
Well, that boy hot like Texas, man. You put that egg on the ground.
Yeah. That's like walk around and hit sauna. Yeah, man. So, you know, I think that's where we have to jump in first. I mean, that's too out of the topic. But we gotta get these laps off.
Get them off.
We gotta get these laps off on the road.
What's going on, man?
So, that man John, he's trying to show the world, I'm about that. He waited till he got 200 mil up to say, hey.
Put that 50 cent vest on.
Hey, it's a big game. Hey, that's exactly what he did.
You not?
You know when we was at school with 50 drop and everybody turned tough?
You feel me?
Like, when he signed the contract, got tough as hell. Like, man. Hey.
What's going on, player? What's up, John?
Hey,
What's going on?
John, you too great for that, man.
For
That's
real.
the big thing. You way too great for that, man. I ain't gonna judge you for. We all were young, right? That's kind of weird because we got older now. Like I remember when we were young. But you know, we all did some stuff. And that's not justifying anything that you're doing or anything that people you're around. But you gotta clean up around you. You know, like you way too great. You impact way too many lives. You got too many kids. Like whether you ask to be that hero or not, people looking, people watching, cameras on you. You can't do maybe that's who you really are, and that's how you do it. I was trying to shoot some bail.
I seen that family picture. You not, man. Sometimes you gotta start telling people the truth, man.
Yeah.
And you making $200 million, what you pulling out guns and doing all that stuff for, man? Come on, man.
That's a bad look.
For real. You sitting here trying to be cool for yes, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't judging you, but I'm gonna tell the truth, man. When all that stuff going, all them people that you trying to be cool with gonna be going too. And you ain't gonna have none. The reality, man. That's the truth. Honestly, man. It's crazy how these kids get $200 million trying to be gangsters, and the gangsters is trying to get out the hood.
Yeah.
It's reversed, so that's how I know he's not that. First of all, real gangsters don't show their guns.
Yeah.
No, but for real, man, you gotta get it together, John, man. Cause reality, like I said, them same people that's in your corner trying to be them yes mans and yes women and letting you flash guns and do all that stuff. As soon as you lose it all, they ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, start to know yourself. That's the problem with people, man. They get money, they get influenced by so many people because they don't know they self. You know what I'm saying? You think you know yourself, you tough gangster. Man, it's no gangster making $20 million.
Not a one.
It's gangster take care of your family and doing the right thing.
And you know, not to cut you off, the crazy thing about it, all the real gangsters, when you think about the mob members, what the first thing they do when they got money? The first thing they did when they got money is try to go legit. I'm trying to get some casinos. I'm trying to get a hotel, man.
You feel me?
You think about the Frank Lucases and all them, man. The first thing they did was get legit businesses. They trying to find a way. I gotta clean this money so I can get away from this.
You're trying to go towards the streets and make $200 million? Come on, man. That's not no gangster. Gangsters take care of their family. And you allow your parents and all that stuff, I can't judge nobody. You allow them to do that, man, then you ain't real, man. You was a yes man yourself. You know, it's all due respect, man. I hope you get your mental right. Hope you start looking in the mirror and looking at yourself and seeing what you're doing to your own life and future, man. You a hell of an athlete, hell of a baller, bro. But that's potential, bro. It's what you do on and off the field, off the court, that makes you who you are, man. You, right now, I know you're gonna stand for something, but right now you ain't standing for nothing, bro. But you being a follower, not a leader, man. There's a lot of kids out here looking to you to be that leader.
Yep. Nah, facts. I mean, sure. You know, you always say potential get you fired.
That's gonna get you fired, bro.
Potential get you fired quick.
How many game suspensions they're talking about?
Man, shit. Well, it started off with 2, then they said indefinitely, then they said some of the other little things that the NBA's investigating in is coming with a 50-game minimum.
But think about that. 50-game minimum. Somebody else gonna turn to that superstar.
Yeah.
You gonna get somebody else opportunity.
Hey, look, the league don't stop.
They don't
You think the NBA don't
stop,
stop?
bro. They don't care about none of that.
What, they
You
draft-
here, you gone. We have many players that's superstars where they at now.
They draft 64 players a year from.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't stopping.
It don't stop. You there or not. And y'all realize that, man, your head be so high. God humble you.
Yeah.
God will humble you real quick. It'd be sad. My godmom, she used to tell me all the time, it's easy to have nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it's harder to have everything and lose it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let you lose it all. Then you're gonna see if you can stand tall. You gonna have to play gangster for real then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to down him because he one of my favorite players, man. But reality, man, I don't just look at an athlete as an athlete, man. I look at his personality, what he stand for. He ain't standing for nothing.
Yeah. You'll get it right though, man.
I do. I pray for you. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah,
I keep black and white, man.
Yeah.
I want you to be the best, and I want you to be a Hall of Famer. You just balling, but what you doing off the field, off the court? I keep saying field. What you doing off the court, man? Is
You know, we've seen them guys, man. You're gonna best well be the best player not on the team.
for real.
You're gonna be the best what if story.
But then blame everybody else.
Oh man, they were holding me down. And that's the thing, oh man, that's the thing that pisses me off the most. And I'm not gonna pinpoint just one specific culture, but they always get to jump on that, oh man, let them cook, let them get that off. Man, y'all don't understand where he from. You this and that. And like, as people who have matured, who've made mistakes, did whatever in our lives, you sit back there and you watch it and you're like, yo, fam, like this is a train wreck, bro. When we trying to get ahead of him being a train wreck, because we know, forget Ja Morant, the basketball player, his name is an enterprise, his name is a business. He keeps the lights on, not only for the city of Memphis, not only for all of his family, not only for all of his homeboys, your name is a brand. And people are gonna let that train wreck because you real, because we keeping it down, because we gonna do the handshake for each other like that.
Gotta start watching NBA YoungBoy videos.
Yeah. Rappers get paid to act like that. And they ain't even like that.
This shit's crazy. Speaking about NBA YoungBoy, you see he changed.
Yep.
He didn't understand he was influencing young kids to do violent stuff. That's where he lived. That's all he knew. You trying to influence some people that you don't even live that life. You going to a mansion. You trying to pull out a gun? Come on, man. Come on, man.
You got Oxford Estates.
For real. Like, come on, man. Be real, man. You doing all this stuff to impress people that don't really care about you, bro. Because they care about you, they want the best for you, bro.
Yeah.
And to be on that court every night to show these kids that they can live out their dreams too. So if you're around these type of people that's bringing you down, you think it's lifting you up.
Yeah.
They bringing you down, bro, man. You gotta remove them, man. You gotta go sit down, look in the mirror, man, and make decisions for yourself. For real, man. And I ain't gonna talk about nobody's parents, so I ain't gonna say
Yeah, nah, you know.
respect. You know what I'm saying? That was your parents, you gotta respect, but man, set your boundaries.
Yep. Set your boundaries and you I'm about to joke. You about to get a lot of time. You have a lot of time to yourself, fam. You about to get a lot of time to yourself.
Yeah,
but no, man, you figure that out, man. Like you're young enough to recover. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
losing money. You're gonna get fined. You're gonna miss game checks. Come on, yeah, you gotta pay, yeah. But you spending too now.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. Yeah, you got 200 million, but you trying to live like the 200 million. That you got all them Bentleys, all that stuff, bro, all that living. Oh, them people ain't gonna go nowhere. Why them checks? They still gonna want that money.
Car insurance due now. All 15 of them.
Be smart, man. Be smart and start to learn yourself. Be your true self, man. People love you for you, man. Love you for being a great athlete, bro. I don't even think you had that many problems in college.
Nah. You ain't hear nothing. Or either Murray State did a good job of keeping it under wraps.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't hear nothing.
Keep yourself grounded, man. Keep yourself humble, man. Put God first and realize what you're doing in your life, man. It's messing you up. You can't blame nobody else.
That's facts. So on to a little lighter subject, man. You know, it's combine season. Right, you know what I'm saying? The Olympics. Before we touch that combine, man, because you know, I mean, the combine's impressive, but it's also free agency. And free agency will shake up. The combine might not matter, because they say it's a guy in Baltimore.
LA?
And they said, Baltimore said, you know what, you're a guy, you're not the guy. And they said, hey, we'll put a tag on you, bro. And you go talk to whoever you want, as long as they give us 2 first-round picks.
Disrespect.
disrespectful.
Did it again. Disrespectful.
And I ain't counting no more pockets. Danny Dimes got paid $40 million a year. And you mean to tell me that guy from Baltimore
Can't get paid.
can't get, he ain't worth the investment.
Lord hell, man.
Gino, and I ain't knocking Gino. Gino a good guy.
Lord hell, man.
Hey, look, Gino just got 100. He got 100. 3 years, 100. But that guy from Baltimore
Man,
can't get paid. They said, fam, go talk to who you want. We can find another one of you in the draft.
disrespectful.
Hey, free agent. Hey, Baltimore. I mean, I don't know what y'all see. I mean, I hate to bring Dallas up. Man, if all I gotta do is give up 2 first-round picks and Dak. Man, hey, look.
Episode 1, episode 2. Check it out, man. You just changing up like that.
I love that. But what I'm saying,
He said he loved that.
I
Get
love
rid of
that. If you got Lamar Jackson right
I ain't
there,
gonna lie.
that's all. And all I gotta do is give up 2 first. Who? I don't care what 2 first-round picks I get this year and or next year. Neither one of them are better than Lamar Jackson.
Michael Vick 2.0. I think
And that's all I'm
he's
saying.
Falcon.
And look, and you know what? While we're talking free agency, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and give my Cowboys some praise. D-Hop wants to come to Dallas.
He cannot start the
I can't. I'm sorry.
He supposed to go to Lamar.
We are talking about Lamar because Lamar gonna come to Dallas with D-Hop and Jalen Ramsey. It's
Oh, you can
championship.
do that out the window, huh?
Hey,
Where
look,
the love go?
until 8 lands somewhere, hey, you gotta entertain it.
Where y'all think he gonna land? Y'all gotta comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all think he gonna land? I think the Falcons. I think it's a setup, man. And I think he gonna put on that setup.
And he going to Oakland. Oakland loves speed.
Yeah, but that helmet and outfit don't look good on him. I think he got that red and black on.
And look, I mean, I get it, that look dope. But Vegas come with no taxes, and Al Davis Jr. gonna back up the Brinks truck.
Over Aaron Rodgers?
Hey, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Am I gonna invest in potentially 2 more great years and you fall off and your career is over? Or am I gonna get this young guy in his prime, back up the Brinks truck? I can lock him into a Pat Mahomes deal, give him a 10-year thing, and he gonna thrive.
Hold on. I love Lamar Jackson. Mahomes do a little different.
Well, I'm just saying, forget the Pat Mahomes deal. I give him a Deshaun Watson deal.
Yeah,
I can get him a 5-6 year fully guaranteed and lock him in for his prime. Man, hey, look, A-Rod, hey, I love what you did for the league, bro. You're that guy. Over there, though. Just don't go to the Commanders. Obvious reasons. Commanders out here, they were talking about, they posted a picture with Lamar in a Commanders jersey. I reported it. All right, that's I said, yeah, that's anti-terrorism right there, but I reported that. I said, y'all got me messed up.
You go to the boys?
Hey, nah,
Who? Go to the boys though?
Oh, yeah. They don't want to come to Dallas.
Yeah,
It ain't gotta be fair.
yeah, looking at you like you said.
I ain't say nothing about I ain't say nothing about being fair. Yup. You know how some people say it ain't fun if you win all the time. Shit. Cowboys win every year. Undefeated every year on all snaps.
But true, hey, real question. Why do you think they're not giving him that chance as the Ravens, man? They ain't trying to contract him up.
On the serious note, I think it's because he manages himself. But it's him and his mom. So those, those relations and whatever you feel comfortable divulging, you know how those negotiations go. Firsthand, you do.
Hold up, he get money back.
Yeah, so all that is coming to him. And while his mom's an amazing manager, they don't have those relations.
Mm.
So now you're talking about, I hate to say an outsider, but you got an outsider to the network doing all this negotiation. Like, we're not about to give you those kind of deals. Like, and I mean, if he could go pick up, whatever agent he wants. If he's in the network, he'll get the biggest contract in the world. But their money's staying in-house. The fact that all that's coming right to him, he's taking care of his mom's his manager. I mean, that's why I believe he fell in the draft. It wasn't, he coming off a Heisman year, But the fact that his mom represented him and there was those two.
Who came out his draft class? Quarterback.
I gotta think, but initial thought says no one better than him. that's my thought.
What year he came out?
So contract year, his franchise year. Did they pick up his 5th year option?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 years ago he came out 2018ish?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would have to think. I don't know that off the top of my head.
But man,
I'm comfortable saying nobody better than him.
Yeah, I wish, man, it's too much that he done, man. He deserves that money.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Dak Prescott and the Cowboys though. He gotta go somewhere.
You gotta go down south, man.
Either Miami, no, but that Atlanta or Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the Raiders is his fit. I think he needs an open, wide offense where he can run, pass, do all that type of stuff. Use his athleticism to win the games. You know, he going down south.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's from Miami. Miami really does make the most sense. I don't know if they have the capital to give up.
Because Miami here, Miami. I mean, it's tough out there.
I mean, but that's his backyard. He's from there.
Yeah, that's a ball part. You know what I mean? Backyard. They can touch you. Everybody can touch you. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, man. He'll be about. I mean, that he talking about track meet. He talking about a race. You got Jalen Waddle, the cheetah.
Oh my God!
And then you turn, you'll be like, then you got to sit in the zone because you can't turn your back to none of that.
Turn back to who?
Exactly. So now you got, look.
You gonna have a spy.
Don't
have
do
a
that.
spy on the sideline.
Yeah.
He's running.
He said, "Got to go Mike Tomlin." Yeah. Going there a little bit.
The leg out there.
No, man, but I mean, they also just think they're free. Like, and now, you know, that brings up that ugly combine. I hate the combine, but I'm just not impressed with it. As someone who played, it's not football. Like, I mean, I could go out there right now. And I'm gonna look. I can at least be a 6th rounder. Tomorrow, I can be a 6th rounder.
It's a track meet. That's all it is.
You know, like run good, jump good, and then they elevate all these people. They keep definitely these quarterbacks. They try to sell us these quarterbacks that each one's gonna be the next great one. And it's like when I watch your film, like your film don't tell me that.
Basically.
I don't care what you did to Chicken Tender University. Yes, you dropped 70 on them.
That boy said the chicken tender.
Yeah, Chicken Tender University. You dropped 70. You threw for 700 yards. But I'm just saying, like, you know, like they brutalize these small schools, and the next thing you know, Georgia come to town, you go away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you go against, let's say, I mean, you're a Pac-10 guy, yeah, you're at Oregon, you're the man. USC rolling to town, you disappear. I don't care what you did versus, I don't know, Fresno State. Like, cool, you posted big on them. But when I put on your film versus another team that got other people getting drafted, and I watch you go away, guess, I mean, you was in the league. All the people that make the league, every one of them dogs. Them 3, 4, 5 people that's on the team that are dogs, those are all the people that go to the league. So everyone's team, like, you know, this the margin of separation between the starter and the backup, I mean, unless you just got one of those guys that are just that great, it's really just an injury. It's really who got there first, who got the camp first.
Who got the camp first?
This guy got drafted last year and he was more promising. Now you're sitting, not because he's better than you, but because, hey man, I got money side of town.
Money.
So, you know, it's like the margin of error is slim. And if you're struggling on the college level versus the competition, how am I just supposed to anoint you because you ran good in shorts? You do good against the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's like the one-on-ones for DBs. Like, yeah, that's a perfect, I'm a DB. So I take that personal. I hate one-on-ones. Yeah. And not because I can't. No. Someone getting handled. That's gonna be on camera too. I already told you. Ain't no wolf tape.
What are you talking about?
What? I'm talking about the person to my right. Hey, look, smoke.
Somebody, hold up. Not this way. You better gotta turn this way.
Yeah, look, I got 2 right hands. Pick a side.
Stay tuned for that one.
Hey.
No.
Either I'm winning or the film don't come out. Win the fight or win the war, baby. Ain't no losers coming.
That's coming soon. I promise you. That's coming soon. He ran away from me this Sunday.
Nah. See? No. You know.
Stay tuned.
Man, look. I rolled my hand.
He just made a whole 2 games.
Now that was the real reason. Look, you know, the playoffs coming up for the flag league. We had to handle some business, and our schedules didn't match. But look, I tell you, look, man, whenever you're ready to get smoked, man, these feet ready.
Y'all hear him?
Yeah.
Y'all hear him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we get this video, we're gonna make sure we put this clip on.
Well, look, but for the reason why I'm gonna beat you is for the same reasons why I don't like one-on-ones. It's not realistic. The quarterback has 7 seconds, sit back there, you're running routes on air, like, yeah, I can jump the ball, I can get, as long as I can walk down on you, like, I'm gonna jam the shit out you. I mean, good luck getting off the line.
Yeah,
ain't no free releases.
He tried to make a little excuse. So,
No.
so when we get back on this camera, and
I said it's the same reason that I'm going to win. Like, you're not getting off the press. I don't care how quick you are.
to be continued.
You want to rumble with the bee, huh?
No. I'm gonna get him. We're gonna put these clips on here. But shout out to them boys at the Combine.
Nah, man. Dreams are coming true.
Definitely dreams coming true, man. And I already know what y'all went through. And you walk in there, you've been watching this your whole life, you walk in there, and it's hell. I'm not gonna lie, it's hell. It's no sleep. You got a drug test, you got meetings. They be asking some goofy questions, you know? And they trying to get you so tired and work you up to that day. So I know y'all perform crazy. DBs was all running 4.2, 4.3s, you know what I'm saying? Receivers was going crazy, man. So salute y'all, man. Y'all stay focused, man. I wish y'all nothing but the best, man. But it's still, you still gotta play ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you gonna get in the camp, you'll get around them vets, man. Take it all in. Cherish it, man. Don't think about that 40 no more. Don't think about none of that, man. Think about becoming the best football player you can be. You know what I'm saying? Truly.
Yeah, definitely, man. Dreams coming true.
Dreams coming true, man. Y'all all destined for greatness. And? Oh, I was on my Creed shit.
Oh, your Creed. I want to get on Bruce Lee. Like, wow! Hey, man, you got to let me know about them Sunday movies.
You know what I'm saying? It might be my motivation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's corny. That's corny. You don't see that corny stuff. Ain't no fun with the rap.
That man corny,
Why? Man, because that's what they got to do. You know what? Maybe he was corny back in the day. Who knows? And I don't even think he was corny back in the day. That man knew where he was going.
Exactly.
That man was focused. I ain't got time to rip and run these neighborhoods. I'm in this art school because I'm already above. I'm already going somewhere.
You know his purpose.
So y'all laughing at me? Laugh now. You know what? One of my favorite movies, Nerd Gang, We Out Here. Revenge of the Nerds. The nerds will always rule the world.
What y'all think their CEO is? Who y'all think the boss is?
Y'all can laugh now. Ha, y'all peaked in high school. The nerds, we didn't. We kept going and going and going. And now we rule the world.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And now, you know, Michael be out there. I like the fact, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say what happened. The girl that went to high school with him, that used to kind of call him corny, throw a lot of them jokes out there. Maybe it wasn't just her by herself, it was a group of them. He kept the receipts. So she was out there trying to keep it friendly, like, oh, my buddy, like, so nice to see you. Yeah, because we went to school together. That was the look he gave her. He said, yeah. We did go to school together, remember? I'm the corny guy. And she said, I didn't say that. And you should have seen the shoulder move, actually. She tried to touch his shoulder. He dropped. Yeah, he said, nah. He said, yeah, I was the corny guy. She looked, I didn't say that. I like it.
I love it.
You know, I like, hey, look, you know what? I hate to use the word petty. I got a couple of petty bones in me too. And there was a couple of these little girls. I remember I got rejected 8th grade on Valentine's Day. I ain't forgave her yet. Let me tell you, receipts are good. Hope life ain't going well.
It's like when you go to college and you come back to the
What you thought? My hair flourishing, skin all exfoliated. I know how to put on deodorant now and stuff.
I
Yeah.
tell y'all women, don't sleep. Don't sleep, man. They do this in that shadow and that darkness, man, that y'all call corny and stuff. He probably back there trying to elevate, finding his purpose and doing everything he need while you chasing dudes that don't know themselves.
That's peaking early.
High school, the best time they don't know themselves. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he understands his purpose. You know what I'm saying? He understands where he was going, he was headed. Y'all just didn't see it.
Nah.
But y'all weren't meant to see it, man, because y'all wanted to take that journey with it. Y'all wasn't meant to take the journey with him, man. So I salute him for doing that. Yeah. I probably did the same thing.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I loved it. You know what I mean? Speaking of like all that, like, I don't know, man, women just, and not to turn it to the battle of the sexes, I love the woman.
I love
you know what I mean? Y'all saying I love the woman. I got a whole lot of sisters, I got a whole lot of female cousins. I love them. But they're like, it's just like misinformation. Because like, I can use Sierra as the example. She's like happily married to a good man.
Great guy.
Great guy. Man loves you. He has no problem publicly professing the love. He don't care what the world say about him that he loves you so much.
He taking in your son. Babies.
Yeah, like he taking your son, man. Like he made you a minority order of a baseball team. He brought you the Masters back. That man loves you. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
And you gonna go to the studio. Hey, this one for the single girls, the independent queens, they gotta do it on their. I'm like, fam, who are you talking? You're the wrong messenger, bro. You're not one of them.
Not close.
You're okay. Like why do they lead with like the misinformation? Like y'all encouraging these girls to live a life that y'all not even living, that y'all don't even want to live.
You want to live at all?
Like, you know, y'all out here, you encouraging this girl to go pick up a hard life, go get 2 jobs, go work this. Like, fam, if you got a good man, you better love him. If your man is 90% good, guess what? 90% is the best you're gonna get. I'm telling you, look, don't go trying to chase that 10%. That 10% don't exist. Everyone said keep it 100. You know what I say? You gotta keep it 90. 90 the best you're gonna get. 10% of everybody you not gonna like.
Like, we all have our flaws, we all have our up and downs, you know. But stop lying, Sierra.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I understand you trying to keep the buzz, you know, city girl type vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't no city girl.
Even the city girls ain't doing that. Whatever. No.
One is.
No, the one she talked that trash.
No, I ain't gonna lie. She get peed on you.
Yeah, no,
I'd be seen.
Yeah. I know you're going to be. It's gonna be all your life. That's public record. I ain't taking you.
You think kisses gonna happen? Hugs gonna happen? You talking about you like the pee, the golden.
But even that though, look, she the way that she promote the music, all the wild stuff, and do all this. You know how submissive you gotta be to let that happen. You know, to chase around a man wherever he go, regardless of whoever he talk to, and you willing to just on call be that. But you gonna tell these other girls, no, stand your ground, work the independent, work till you get carpal tunnel and your fingers shaking, and you over here chasing
right.
Don't go chasing waterfall. You feel me? And then
You chasing man, same waterfall.
And the other one, Uzi. If Uzi say come here,
she coming.
Yes, my lord.
And that's the real thing.
And that's dope. That was beautiful. And that should be promoted.
They
ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's not gonna eat. You know, they like to promote negativity.
Negativity still.
You know what I'm saying? And that's real, man. Like, there ain't nothing cute about that. There ain't nothing cute about all the extra y'all be doing, man. Because reality, you're sending these girls, these young ladies, the wrong direction, man. You teach them that is dominance. That's not dominance. That's failure.
Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, don't get me started on that. They love. And it's not even just women specific. You know, men do it well. Everyone loves to hide behind this gauze of like, man, I'm strong, I'm self-made, I'm independent. Like, man, we all want to be loved. Team Little Spoon, bro. Hold me. Hold me.
Long day at work. I need.
Playing my hair.
And that's one thing. A man do not want to, and this is, I don't put this because it might sound, a man do not want to walk in the house and deal with another masculine. We already deal with that all day.
All day.
We don't want to, I'm coming to peace.
Yes.
Peace. You understand peace? That don't mean I'm not, and I think that's where they confuse, man. Women think, oh, a dominant woman gotta be aggressive. No. Dominant women moving south. You can feel it, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean she can't be a nurturer, she can't love on you and none of that stuff, man. And that vice versa. A man can be dominant, still love on his woman and nurture her too.
Facts. I mean, and that's even like speaking on like, you know, my personal relationship with my wife. Like, am I the king of this castle? Yes. Do I rule with an iron sword, iron fist, whatever? I don't know what the quote is. but do I rule that way, man? Dominant. But guess what, man? Like, decisions go through my wife, and not that like I don't make the decision, not that my word isn't final, but no, like that's her. You want to talk about the dominance? The dominance is that like I don't feel comfortable making that decision without talking to my #1 advisor, without talking to that person who like forget pleasing anybody else. I got to make sure whatever move I make, like as long as you willing to ride with me, cool, and we'll figure the rest of the decision out. But as long as you here, like. That's cool, and that's power. That's, to me, that's true dominance. You took, you know what I'm saying, like, you took this lion, you know, big lion, 6'8" lion, you know what I'm saying, 6'8", 280, you know.
That boy 5'2".
Hey, whoop. Doctor just said I was 5'10".
5'2".
And look, it's the reason we don't give no full shots, you know what I'm saying, that's all I'm gonna say. Don't no one argue about height like short people, but I'm the taller. That's all I'm gonna throw out there.
He know he not
taller.
He done told the doctor to get himself 5'10", 5'11".
Hey, look.
Told the doctor. My physical really says that.
Man, if I Google right now, it says 5'8" and 3/4.
He trying to use the NFL thing.
I'm
talking about the real doctor. We go to a real doctor.
And my daughter said 5'10".
You cannot tell him to put 5'10" on your chart.
I didn't tell him to say nothing. He said 70 inches. He said 70 inches. That means I'm 5'10".
You lucky we got I'm about to understand the barefoot that.
See, like, you trying to get me barefoot. Nah, we ain't doing all that. And the people who know me know my feet.
Barefoot.
We ain't doing that.
What your feet look like?
Hey, we ain't putting that on.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't tell no feet. My feet. Ooh.
I got 9.5 pretty feet.
God forgive me. Beauty and beast.
But back to the love. Real dominance, man. Like, I feel like, how can I say this? Because I ain't trying to get drugged in the comments. They don't need to, like, ladies, you're strong because you're everything that a man's not.
Exactly.
Men, you're strong because you're everything that a woman's not. Like, don't give up your uniqueness trying to like overstep the boundary. Like, I know, like, I've learned so much about being nurturing because my wife is so nurturing. That doesn't come to me natural, but I learned that from there. My wife, like, she gets so much strength because, like, that comes natural to me. And that's not to say that she's not strong. She's strong in her own way.
Exactly.
You know, and that goes for anybody. That's all inclusive. Like, don't give up your uniqueness, regardless of, like, where do you stand on the scope. Like I said, all inclusive. Regardless of wherever you stand on your scope, like, just, like, don't give up your uniqueness, attempting to be, like, attempting to think that you have to overcompensate. Like, no, like, it's okay. Like I've never felt stronger until, like, I started crying. Like when I started being vulnerable, when I started, like, like, really letting these feelings go, like, fam, like, man, my strength is different. Cause what you gonna say to me?
I'm letting y'all out on the table. I'm gonna be who I am. That's the biggest thing, man. Like, think about what he just said. His wife was nurturing, and he wasn't. But she came in and created that balance. And that's the thing about it, man. You gotta separate from dominant and toxic. Just because you yelling and screaming don't mean you dominant. That's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's drama, that's toxic, man. That's not a dominant person. That's not a dominant man or woman. You know what I'm saying? A person who's dominant know how to control their emotions. They know how to talk. They know how to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? They understand when to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Give that person time. They know how to communicate. And that's why I feel like the thing is different, man. They think, oh, I'm talking loud, I'm screaming, I'm dominant. No, you lost.
Yeah.
You lost.
You need help.
You need it. You know what I'm saying? As we all do. You know what I'm saying?
As we all do.
But it's a trigger. Think about that, man. You screaming, yelling, I'm being calm. Who really dominant? Who really got the control? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, man, like, separate dominance and toxic, because yelling is toxic. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. When a woman or something walk in the room, she probably have to say nothing. You know she dominant. Woman coming here screaming or yelling at you. Oh Lord. You know what I'm saying?
She playing it.
You know what I'm saying? She playing it. You understand? It goes vice versa, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? People will feel that you're dominant. People won't understand the way how you move, your actions, all that. You ain't gotta be loud.
Oh man. Yeah. I think before we move on, I'll say, well, that's what my granddad used to say. I never met a king that had to say it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's the biggest thing. I am a woman. I am a man. I am it.
No, be you. We gonna figure it out. We gonna feel it. Yeah, y'all already know what time it is, man.
Even without doing it.
We about to get deep. We gotta get deep. What is it called? Suffering turn to lessons?
And the lessons turn to blessings.
It's time, man.
It's that time. So, man, look, I'm gonna talk about something. I had something else that I was gonna talk about. I thought about a different story, but I saw something today when I was in the parent pickup line, and I felt like, it was like a microcosm of life. When I saw that happen, I was like, man, I cannot not talk about that. But it was so, like, we're in the parent pickup line, and, like, the way, like, you leave my daughter's school, if you're not the first car, or if you're not, like, some cars back, you can't really see the turn that way. And it was another car, like, the first car was stopped, and the police officer that does the traffic, he had people stop and was guiding it, but usually when you leave the school, you can't take left turns, so the traffic just flows to the right. So the car that was behind the first car, who couldn't see out, was just so impatient. You could kind of, from being the car back, you can, like, see in the cars, you can see them looking, trying to do all that stuff, getting frustrated. And literally, man, they let 2 seconds of being impatient. They whipped from behind the car, going around, trying to give that car the look, like you don't know how to drive your car. And literally, as they whip out, gratefully, that bus driver has, like, the reaction time of, like, a NASCAR driver. You might be doing the wrong thing, but it's a bus driver shortage, so, like, don't stop driving buses, like, they need you.
Shout out to the bus driver. You know what I mean? With them fast feet.
Yeah. But like literally the car whipped out, man, and it was like a little Camry, a little red Camry too.
Dang,
It whipped out, and literally that bus was coming in, and you see the bus had to like hit the brakes, and it couldn't like jam the brakes because they had the big air brakes, so it would slide anyway. So the bus driver was able to whip it. The other car had to like whip in between, go up on the grass, and like literally, like I mean, gratefully nobody was hurt, but like man, like that. Like just sitting back there, like watching it, it was like I said, a microcosm of life. Like man, like so many times people will go through, and they'll let I'm gonna tie in the logo. They'll let 2 seconds of suffering, like make them just rebel, make them give up on everything, make them get impatient. Like oh, why me? Why is that? Like I gotta get right to it right now. Like I ain't got time. Like time ain't on my side. I need it now. And they'll settle. They'll settle for a fraction of everything that was really in store for them, or they'll give up everything trying to get just like those 2 seconds to wait for that bus to turn in. It wasn't like you weren't gonna get home no faster. You was gonna ride around the corner and still get stopped at the red light.
Go home.
Oh yeah.
But you speaking the truth.
Yeah, but like like don't let. And like I said, like when I was sitting there and I was watching it, and it was like, wow. Like, I mean, one, I was just happy like no one was hurt, but then also when I was just sitting back and really thinking of it, like like that lady who was in front of me, like her kid was in the car. All I could think about is like, I'm here to actually pick up my daughter. My daughter's in the car. Like you let 2 seconds, like 2 seconds of you being impatient, you were gonna like someone else was gonna pay the total price. That bus driver waited their turn and was just waiting to turn in. And they waited in their long line as well, and. They didn't know that was about to happen. Like these kids, these other cars, like what if that bus driver couldn't get it because there's still another line that comes in and they turn too much and now they go hit 3 other cars, people who was just sitting there waiting their turn. Like for as big as we think we are, man, life is like bigger than us. Like don't let 2 seconds, like don't let your 2 seconds of being impatient create a lifetime of hurt for someone else, create a lifetime of hurt for you. Like chill. Like, like
you can be flying with this.
You don't want to go up that way. Like, like, and in the grand scheme of things, you're gonna always sit back and realize like it ain't worth it.
It's not.
Like, it's not worth it for potentially something to go wrong with your child. Potentially for something to go wrong with you. Potentially for that cop who was standing in the middle of the traffic, something gets hit and the car come hit him, and you don't know what you're affecting down the road. He has a wife at home. He has kids at home. Or he has a lover at home. Like he has his own life outside of that.
Trickle down effect.
And like you don't know who you're impacting. And like you can't be. I'm gonna call it what it is. Like you can't be that selfish to think that your time is the most valuable. That you have to be. You have to get it when. Because you know what? Like I mean, how we talk. Like we said it before. You gotta be careful what you ask for. God to give it to you. Like oh okay. Oh you in a rush?
It was a male or female driver.
It was a lady.
She peed on herself.
Yeah. I did, and I was going back. I said, oh Lord, I grabbed my bag. Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? For real. But that may be what she needed to understand patience.
Yeah. I hope.
You know what I'm saying? I hope too. I hope that was a lesson because it had to be a lesson. You got your kid in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That probably would have shocked me. Like, oh, I'm definitely, like you said, being selfish. You know what I'm saying? I'm impatient. I mean, it would have made me understand, like, look what I got right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My kid right here. So, what's more important? You know what I'm saying? Maybe next time she'll be in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll be waiting all kind of. I'll take your time.
She can pull everyone pull into a 4-way stop and everyone, hey, nah, bro, you go. Like, no, bro, you got the right of it. No, I don't.
Yeah.
You go.
You know what I'm saying? But patience is the key, man.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. It's hard for everybody. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes you gotta be patient to see everything, and that's being present. You know what I'm saying? She been patient. She realized there's a big bus coming around that corner.
Yeah, she was real present. She was gonna be a present.
Package delivery, bro. You said what you was saying?
Not the camera. Hey. What did he say? Special delivery.
You know what I'm saying? No, but that is a lesson, man, for real. And I hope she learned that lesson, man, truly.
Yeah.
I know her kid did too. Like, Mom, what you doing?
Yeah, what you doing, Mom?
Hold up, now.
You talking about McDonald's? Well, I got McDonald's money. Like, do you know how to drive, bro? Like, we ain't about to get no McDonald's. What's wrong with you? But no, man, I'm glad no one was hurt, and like I said, that's a big lesson I think everyone can leave. The story that I wasn't going to before, I don't think it trumps that. Like that needs to be out there into this universe.
No, that is deep, man. Definitely patience. Patience is the key. I know patience is a virtue, but patience is the key, man.
Yeah.
All things. I know it's hard for all of us to be patient, man. And we all get that anxiety of I want it now, I want it now, but it ain't in your control. And that kind of shows you like God got the plan.
Yeah.
He gave you a little glimpse now. That's how you do it, man. You know, glimpse. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in life. You know, I'm gonna keep on that topic because that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And in life, you gotta realize whenever you have control of your life.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? But when we make these decisions in life, when we try to take control, what always happens?
God laugh at you. It get worse. You realize I don't need control of this thing. I suck.
I surrender. That's the biggest thing you gotta understand. Sometimes you gotta surrender, man.
Yeah.
Maybe she just sat there or something. She was saying somebody, God was sending her a sign or something else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something would happen. She would communicate with somebody else. But she was trying to get out of there a little fast. God gotta show you. When you think you got control, you ain't even close.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how I put it in life, man. Like, when we think we have control of our lives, we not even close, man. That means we lost. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the way God brings you back, man, is through the suffering.
Yeah.
To teach you them lessons, to be able to start understanding yourself and mold into who He truly wants you to be. You know, and that's what I'm taking from that, man. Like, be patient, man. Start from the ground up, build yourself from the ground up, man. Understand that everything ain't fast. Everything ain't fast, man. Sometimes you gotta sit back, a lot of presence, and the stuff that He's trying to teach you right there in that moment. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get them blessings in life. You know, so I really ain't got no story tonight, man. I'm just gonna go off of his.
No.
So truly, man, be patient. Understand it's on God's time. You don't have no control. Surrender, man. Cause you ain't gonna be no defender. You're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take that L every time, man. Once you think you're higher than God or whatever you believe in, I don't push none on nobody, you know. But when you think you're higher and you got control, man, that's when He shows up and shows you it's not even close. You know, I've been through it. You've been through it. We've all been through it, man. And that lady today taught me a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Be patient, even with anything. Like I go, for instance, road rage. You know, think how many times you get across somebody that cut you off. You know, and you ready to. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Not knowing what that person got going on. You don't know what that person, somebody probably died or anything, they going through the hardest time. They pull out their gun, shoot you, shoot your kid and anything. Think about it, that's an impatient, impulsive decision. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that swiped you over and crossed over. And think about how many people in that car you put in that race, or even the other side, you know? So be patient, understand. Everybody got their own thing going. You know what I'm saying? Stay steady, stay present, and understand. If you want to go learn that lesson, go take that lesson.
Yeah.
I don't want to take too many lessons. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that, go, show me the right way. You know what I'm saying? Please.
You said one step at a time? I took my one step. Let me know when I need to take my other.
Please, you know what I'm saying? Just think about that. That would have turned a whole nother way. If that person would have got hit, man, that would have been a scene.
Yeah.
School, you'd have been sitting in the front for 3-4 hours, man. That messes up everybody's day. Just because of one person. I don't want to say selfish because I don't know the person. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is selfish.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It's a selfish decision. But that impacted everybody, man. You got your kid in that car, man. I know you want to be able to swallow that. Because you know how drunk, you think about drunk driving, bro.
Yeah.
The person who's drunk never died.
Nope.
He'd be the innocent person. Why God doing that? To teach you the damn lesson. Didn't I tell you how to get in that car? I gave you a warning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go on the dude with the fork, man. But it's kind of like that, man. You know, his friend died from that. You know what I'm saying? And then you put yourself in that situation, something happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, Ben shows you what happens with this, but we get so blinded by being impatient and doing what we want, think we got control, man.
Think you got control and thinking you got time. And you ain't got neither one.
Neither one.
You ain't control of the clock or the controller.
That's why I tell these kids all the time, because I said, y'all really live to die instead of dying to live, bro. And understanding what that means is like, we live every day just there. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take advantage of stuff, being present, and truly appreciating the blessings that, shoot, we can wake up, you know what I'm saying, step, instead of living in the I like to say die to live because I'm gonna take them risks. I'm
Yep.
gonna take them chances because tomorrow's not promised,
Yep.
man. No, man, but for real, man, you gotta stay patient and don't live to die. You gotta die to live. But man, this episode, 5. You know what I'm saying? We blessed. I hope y'all like it, man. But this is Divg Llc podcast, Shamarko and Dead show.
And we wrapping up another one.
You already know.
Another sister and a brother.
We out though, man.
We out.
Enjoy the show, man. Comment down below and give us some topics y'all want us to talk about too.
Yep.
We out. Peace, blessings, and love.
All right.
You gotta hold